Welcome back to the channel, you jank lovers. Today we're playing my land tax deck. Here's the deck list. Now let's jump into the matches. Mario's getting his ass taxed. Hundo. So for your opening hand, you're obviously looking for about 3 lands, some ramp, and hopefully some kind of land destroy or a dragon. The deck has plenty of each, so most times you'll get a decent hand, just like the one we got for this match. The first couple of turns you wanna focus on getting the ramp set up. That's like the foreplay for the deck. Don't just blow your load on destroying a land, because most times they will just replay one next turn. If you can ramp out a Goldspan dragon, then you probably should. Even with the nerf in Alchemy, that card still wrecks face. Ramp is going good so far. Our goal is to play Town Razor Tyrant next turn. That is if Mario doesn't do anything douchey. Looks like Mario could not contain his douchiness. It's fine though. We have more ramp we can play. Now we have to go for ramping out Goldspan. That way we can use those treasures to get everything else out. Plus the 4 to the face gets the clock going. The dragons are definitely our powerhouses. Most games are either won by beating the opponent down with our dragons, or an instant concede once Waking the Trolls gets played. People also forfeit if you destroy their land and they already are short lands in their hand. It's actually quite satisfying to see their hope dive out the window. Now we just have to hope that Mario doesn't have another removal card. Nice. So we are definitely getting our Goldspan out now. Prosperous Innkeeper is a very good card in this deck, because it gives you ramp with the treasure, and is a tappable creature for Jasper's Sentinel. It also gives you small amounts of life gain through the match. In Alchemy, life gain is quite important, because it can buy you enough time to stabilize and win. With the way the board is currently, it is possible for us to get 2 tyrants out next turn, which would be devastating to our opponent. Being tapped out is quite enticing to our opponent to want to race. But I am confident we can keep up, because of our current hand and slight bits of life gain. Playing a second Goldspan isn't that good, because we would not benefit from the haste. We currently are too low in life points and will require bodies to block with. I think the best play is playing both tyrants, which will give us 2 health, tax 2 of the opponent's lands and give us 2 4/4 blockers. Now Mario has to decide if he wants to pay the tax or forfeit the lands. He decides to sacrifice them and not get taxed the 4 health. That's understandable, being that he currently has no way of stopping my flyers. We'll just chum block one of the tokens. But being that his pack leader can gain trample and 2 more attack, I think it's smart to double block it with our tyrants. The other token I'll let through because I still think I want the life gain from the Innkeeper, and I might need it to block with next turn. Unfortunately we did not draw a land card to win us the game. So we have to play defensively, and set up for a possible lethal next turn. This has definitely felt like a chess match. I wonder if sacrificing his only sources of black mana cost him the game. He could possibly be holding removals in his hand, and not have the swamp to cast them and win him the game. Though we are not getting the opportunity to continuously destroy lands like we do in some matches, this is a good example on how removing the right lands can be crucial. This is a perfect example on how important the Innkeeper is. Gaining these 2 life points can help in putting us out of lethal range. Our gold span is the real MVP though. Being that we haven't had a land to play since turn 4, and are still in a position to win shows you even with the nerf the card is still amazing. It has chipped away the opponent's health each turn, and supplied us with the treasures to play all of our other dragons. Mario realizes that he cannot get the win and scoops before my blocks are even assigned. GG. This match we are up against Chaos Slave 51. Lol. Again we have a good starting hand. We have a mix of land, ramp, land removal, and a dragon. First we set the mood with a little bit of ramp, which hopefully gets us to some land destruction. The opponent is playing Dimir Control, which could definitely be annoying because of all the powerful cards at their disposal. If they tap themselves out this turn we will cast our gold span dragon. This turn is a tricky one. We obviously respect that they held their mana open to counter our spell, but we still have to play something. That way they are forced to use it. I value the gold span and the tyrant over the smashing success, so we'll let them counter it if they can. And just like that the opponent counters it to protect their only black source. Unfortunately absorb energy will reduce all the instants in their hand. Just like that one. At least the opponent is tapped out. Luckily we drew a 5th land so we can play our gold span and start applying pressure. The opponent is able to play Leer, which isn't good for us since we do not play any creature removals. Lol. The only thing we have going for us is the fact that the opponent is tapped out, so we are able to play our second gold span. Attacking with both of them has given us enough mana to play Waking the Trolls. Playing either of my dragons would be just as good or better. I just like leaving the opponent with less mana to use. Plus his Fading Hope or Divide by Zero isn't very effective against my gold spans. Our opponent uses Infernal Grasp, which drops them to 4 and leaves them with 3 mana. The opponent has just enough mana to counter one gold span and return the other. In hindsight, I should have cast the Tyrant and saved the gold span in this position. I do have the Waking the Trolls as a backup plan. But luckily the opponent sees no outs and scoops. GG. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for daily content and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video.